late, great Alex Trebek.
Yes.
You were on Jeopardy once upon a time.
I was.
Ernestine and I love and live for Jeopardy, and God rest his soul, he passed yesterday.
Yes.
Fighting pancreatic cancer with a long, hard battle. But back to Double Jeopardy. It has been the case this year for these Buccaneers, and most people haven't noticed this, but Tom Brady has picked up the defense again and again and again, because 4 times in their 6 wins, they have fallen behind, sometimes dangerously behind, and here came Tom Brady doing what he always does. Those 4 times were, remember, Chargers at Tampa? Chargers are up with the rookie quarterback 24-7.
Yes.
Green Bay was ahead 10-0. The Raiders, this was at Las Vegas, obviously, jumped up 7-0 and 10-7. And then the Giants at Giants Stadium jumped up 14-3 and led 17-15 going to the 4th quarter. And Brady said, no, not tonight.
Okay.
Yesterday, last night, was very different, because while Tom was having a bad night, to me, the defense had a worse night given their standing, their status, their rating. They came in ranked by Pro Football Focus the #2 defense in pro football. They didn't get just shredded. They got embarrassed. They got humiliated. They got blown off their own field. What? By a Drew Brees that even the Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp wondered out loud on Friday. He said, I have my doubts about Drew Brees.
That was the best. I think that was the best everybody's seen Drew this year.
By the way, just for the record, the Hall of Famer across from me actually picked the Buccaneers to win this game. And Drew Brees had a night of nights.
Yes.
He had, you might say, it was the greatest game of his career under the circumstances.
I don't know about that, but this was the best he's played this year. It's not even close.
And to your point, if Jared Cook doesn't fumble on the 2nd possession at the 2-yard line, if he doesn't do that, then Drew Brees is going to score touchdowns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On his first 5 possessions, he's going to score touchdowns. He did score on 4 of the 5 touchdowns to put them up 28-0. On the 6th possession of the night, they got an easy field goal to go up 31-0. So the Buccaneers defense couldn't do a thing with anything New Orleans. And New Orleans, to me, has 2 secret weapons. They have Taysom Hill, who just flat-out bullied them last night. Whatever he wanted to do, throwing it or especially running it, he just did it again and again and again. They couldn't get the man on the ground. Am I right?
He was.
And I believe the 2nd secret weapon is Jameis Winston, who obviously was a Buccaneer for a good while, and he knows this whole group inside and out. He knows the offense, and he definitely knows the defense.
Oh, he put a lot of time in there.
Hey,
he put a lot of time with Dennis Allen, saying this is what they do here in the check.
With Drew, too, just saying, this is his weakness. You can get him here because he practiced against them every single day. So you got 2 secret weapons, and now we go back to Tom Brady. Tom Brady is no different at 43 than he was at 33 or 23. He is not mobile. Nobody ever, he ran the ugliest 40-yard dash in the history of 40-yard dashes.
Might have been the slowest, too, for a quarterback.
You got it. And yet, he's got great pocket feet if you give him a little bit of a step-up pocket. If you let him step into his throws, he's got good feet. He just can't escape. So last night, from the first snap of the game, the Saints were all over him. Well, if you do that, if you can collapse his pocket and not give him any step-up space, see first Eli Super Bowl, in which Brady should have won at 14-10 but lost at 17-14, because it's hard for him to operate without just a split second more. He needs the 1 split second to read it, speed read it, step and fire without hesitation.
Some guys, Skip, can slide and throw. He needs to step forward
up. He needs to step into the throw. He's 6 feet 4 inches tall, but he will wing it. If you just give him a little bit of time, he will pick you to pieces. And we've seen that happen again and again this year until last night. What happened on the first play of the game? Cam Jordan collapsed the pocket, and that was really the only rush he had the whole night because he registered no stats on the night. And what happened? He slaps Brady in the face. We're about to talk about the Dallas Cowboys in just a moment, and Jalen Smith barely brushes Ben's face mask and gets 15 yards, and Cam Jordan swats Brady in the face. Maybe this would have created a little bit of momentum, but he obviously blew up the pass, which was floated into the flat, and they didn't call it. And it was a sign of things to come because here they came. And I got to tell you, I don't know if people know who Trey Hendrickson is, number 91. Hey, he's going to make first-team All-Pro. I swear, this is his breakout year. They could not block him last night.
Remember, it was the first game.
I know. I got it.
When B.A. said Donovan Smith had his worst, he had his worst game of all the linemen because of that guy.
Because of that guy. A third-round pick out of Florida Atlantic who just came from nowhere and wreaked havoc on Brady. Once you get Brady off his spot and out of his rhythm, yeah, he can look really bad. And last night, he looked really bad. What happened last night that was different from the first 6 games? What was the huge new factor for the home team last night? His name is Antonio Brown. And when he was playing over the last 5 years, you could make a case he was the best receiver in football. Tom Brady doesn't just like Antonio Brown. He's in awe of Antonio Brown. And so I said Friday, this is a little dangerous to throw him into the mix. I wasn't sure how much he was going to get thrown in game number 1, but they threw him in probably because Tom pushed for it.
He gave me the second play, Skip. He didn't start, but the second play he was in.
Possession, right? Was it second play?
The second play.
Yeah, second play
he came in.
Would you believe Antonio Brown played 39 snaps last night? That was 78% of their offensive plays. That means that Chris Godwin played 47 and Mike Evans played 43, but the third receiver in snaps taken, Antonio Brown. And what did Tom do on the second possession when they're backed up off the fumble at the 2? He's in his end zone. He just says, I'm going all out to AB. And he is under fire, under duress, against the wind in the first quarter and tries to throw a 70-yard pass to Antonio Brown, who was not open.
Oh, he was open. Skip. He had it.
No, he didn't have him.
If that was my homeboy, that's a touchdown.
Oh, but he didn't have a step on him.
Yes, he did.
I thought he was covered.
No, he had to stop.
Covered.
He slowed down to keep Jackrabbit from breaking it up.
The point was that you're forcing and forcing, and then what happened on the first interception, if we could see that? Antonio just pulls up and stops.
But that was going to be picked anyway, Skip.
I don't think it was going to be picked. I think it was going to be a collision.
Oh, you thought he'd broke it up. Okay.
Well, I just think but it was going to be, Antonio was going to have to really go up and grab it at about, how tall is Antonio? 5'10", maybe?
Yeah, 5'9", 5'10".
So the point was, that was a bad idea. That's force feeding.
Right.
And I thought he was looking for 81 all night, which is a weird number for him to be wearing, but he's wearing 81. And I'm looking, and I can't find AB,
but Skip, this is what I said, and a lot of other people said, you got to be careful, is that, yeah, you like AB, but you come in and you force feed him. All the other receivers, they're like, hold on, bro. He just got here.
I agree.
You giving him these kind of targets? And that's the thing, Skip. And that's why a lot of people was real hesitant to sign AB, because your chemistry is so good. You got 2 good receivers that you're trying to keep happy.
Because I'm sure those 2 are thinking, if it ain't broke, why are we trying to fix it on the fly? We're 6-2.